This was Minneapolis just 5 days ago.
I can't breathe! Say it, keep saying it!
This is Minneapolis today. The chaos from riots have been quelled. Now, streets filling with peaceful protesters wearing masks, making for a surreal scene as society tries to come together at a time of social distancing.
And I want you to imagine someone having their hand over your head for 400 years. White people, I want you to imagine someone taking their hands and clamping it against your forehead and forcing you to stay underwater and not be able to breathe. I want you to close your eyes and I want you to see that view.
Oh, Holy Father.
On the street where George Floyd lost his life,
I want you to look at that paint.
Is a mural of him. Mourners of all races honoring his legacy and hoping for real change.
I have so many emotions at the moment. I've been out of town. This is my first visit to this intersection. And as I walked here, I was so filled with hope that this time it's going to be different, that there's a movement, emotional change around the world, that steps will be taken, and then it vacillates. I swing back to decades of not enough change happening after Rodney King and after Freddie Gray and after Eric Garner, and I just worry.
On Chicago Avenue, near the site of the tragedy, are the spray-painted names of black men who lost their lives to police brutality. A glaring reminder for those walking this neighborhood. Dwayne Wardley drove 18 hours straight from New Jersey.
I witnessed a lynching. It could have been me. And I felt compelled to come to Minneapolis to pay my respects to George Floyd and to his family.
Nearby, the remnants of rioting and looting last weekend. Now, amid all the peaceful protesting that's been going on are the burned out shells of businesses, restaurants, homes in the area. This is exactly what protesters and people of Minneapolis do not want to see happen again, as the governor of Minnesota has opened up a civil rights investigation into the past decade of the Minneapolis Police Department.
Do not cooperate with evil. Protest against evil.
Several miles away, hundreds of mourners, including family and distinguished guests, gathered at a Minneapolis chapel on Thursday.
It's time for us to stand up in George's name and say, get your knee off our necks.
At the same time as the memorial, bail was set at up to $1 million for 3 ex-Minneapolis officers charged with abetting the alleged murder of George Floyd. The trio had assisted another Minneapolis police officer, Derek Chauvin, in arresting the 46-year-old Floyd on May 25th on suspicion of making a purchase with a counterfeit $20 bill.
We need for this to be the beginning of the movement, and this cannot be the end.
In Minneapolis, Robert Ray, TRT World.